It is simple technology like the cell phone that's really helped get the word out about these protests. Protesters taking videos and pictures of police beatings and distributing them on websites like YouTube. We've been shooting our stories on our cell phones as well. Also, social networking sites like Facebook have organized the demonstrations. Of course, the government's responded by shutting down those sites and confiscating people's cell phones, but the protesters are not deterred.
Through the night, young Iranians set the streets on fire, venting their anger at an election they insist was stolen. The government's response, violence. Armor-clad police attacking protesters from the backs of speeding motorcycles. The crowd lashing back with sticks, rocks, anything they could find. Protesters forced riot police off this motorcycle and burned it.
When they feel like they cheated, they can come out and ask for the right.
It was a weekend full of turmoil. The protests sparked when the government declared hardline President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad the landslide winner over his more moderate challenger, Mir Hussein Mousavi, who many here believed had been leading the race. Our shooting permission revoked by police, we filmed the protests on our cell phones.
Down with the dictator. That's what the protesters have been shouting. The dictator, in their view, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad.
Hundreds of riot police just down the end of the street on motorcycles, swinging batons, attacking protesters.
The government is now tightening its grip. Iran's supreme religious leader, the most powerful man in the country, ordered Iranians to respect the result.
They like the president.
President Ahmadinejad.
Yeah, everybody likes him.
And you voted for him?
Yeah, everybody likes him. We support him, we like him.
And President Ahmadinejad made a show of his own popular support. Tens of thousands flooding into a central Tehran square Sunday.
Today, Iran's supreme leader has launched an investigation into allegations of voter fraud, allegations he initially dismissed, but at the same time, he's refused permission for this major opposition rally this afternoon. Diane?
Well, Jim, tell us a little bit about how dangerous this is, because we know to take to the streets is one thing, to film it, send it out to the world is another thing.
It's really dangerous for the protesters themselves. We were in the middle of it yesterday. We saw plainclothes policemen walk right up to three women who were just watching the protests, standing by the side of the road, very quietly spray them right in their eyes with pepper spray. They fell to the ground. It's very painful. The most threatening really are these riot police on the backs of motorcycles. They speed up sidewalks, down the streets. They'll run people down, hit them with batons, and they'll really attack anyone, whether they're being violent or just taking part peacefully.
And you and I were talking on your cell phone earlier about this. Tell me about the women specifically, because it's one thing for men to take to the streets. For women to do it is a different order of magnitude.
It is, certainly, and I've just been impressed, amazed by their courage, not deterred by these police, not deterred by the pepper spray, and also the threat of arrest. Many people have been rounded up, dozens of protesters have been rounded up, and the police making no distinction between men or female protesters.